For best picture quality, please adjust the tracking control on your VCR. No voices have been recorded for the following demo. The final game, well, something. Memories and possibilities are ever more hideous than realities. Herbert West, 1922. So, the Summer Game Festival. A whole lot of demos. I downloaded 40 demos, and I'm hoping to get through all of them. And the first one we're gonna do is Asylum. It looked pretty good. Okay. Looks like an old car. It's like the late 80s. Ah! Oh, gods. Jeez. She wasn't there before. Did we pick up a spirit hitchhiker? How fun. Where are we going anyway? I thought there were... Oh, yeah. Never mind. What kind of tunnel is this? Look at this. Look at those plants. They're retracting. Oh gods. She looks how I feel. And why is there plants growing on the road like that? There's no cracks. These are the special kind of plants that can grow on any surface. That's what I need, just cover my home in it. Have a greenhouse, literally, because it's covered in whatever plants will grow on any surface. Oh, look at this mansion. Although, I guess this would be an asylum, because, you know, the name. So, do we still have our hitchhiker with us? Do we have arms? Are we a spirit ourselves? We're coming to visit the place where we died as in our corporeal form. There I was after all those years at the threshold of a nightmarish place. I never thought I'd have the courage to return. Yeah, it's very nightmarish. You can't walk around. It's that kind of game. I had been toying with the idea for a while, but only that day had I woken up with a peculiar urge to return to Hanwell. I guess we gotta press escape. Bring up the book. Date of emission, June 17th, 2020. What? Okay. Let's go over here. You know, I'm usually... Of course, I had a strong reason to return, but the circumstances were oddly dreamlike, as if I wasn't in control of my own actions. I'm usually not into games like this. It reminds me of the Dracula games. Why was I doing this? I needed to know what had happened to me. I'd rather face the direful truth than live in blissful oblivion. I guess let's, Oh, we can look that way. A gloomy forest bordered the grounds of the Institute, conferring a pronounced sense of isolation. What a strange rock formation, beautiful yet somehow disquieting. Oh, we can look here. The Institute was every bit as loathsome as I remembered. Yes, asylums during this time were horrible places. I felt like I was prepared to unearth whatever secrets were concealed inside that monolithic Bedlam. I am liking the writing. I thought about going inside quickly before changing my mind. My car was far more welcoming than this house of horrors. Can we go that way? No, we can look. There was a sort of unnatural calm surrounding the area. It wasn't helping boost my confidence at all. I'm actually rather liking this, despite the mechanics of moving from area to area instead of having full control of movement. Soon the entire area would be drenched in darkness. I'd be safer inside, all things considered. Okay, I guess that's a hint. Ooh, anything to look at? Parts of it look flat, in two-dimensional, like that over there. And then other parts, like the car and over here, looks three-dimensional. You know, it's pretty decent, I think. The plants, some of the plants, closer plants, are probably three-dimensional. I like how it looks. I like that. Okay, let's go inside. Oh, we got a hand! A claw! I realized I didn't have my notepad. My memory was failing me, so keeping notes would be a necessity. Unfortunate side effect of certain mental illnesses. Decreased memory capacity. Let's go inside. Leave. Turn it on. Not so quiet now, is it? Oh, there's a trunk. We popped the trunk? How do I get to the trunk? Go, oop, and then we go, no. Was that just the exit? Did I not pop the trunk or hood? Oh yeah, that's just the exit. Alright, so I'm starting to recognize the hand symbols. No signal. Shame, I could have used some company. That's okay. Look at it. We can't look at the passenger seat. Oh, we can look up? Okay, nothing to see. Would have been creepy if there was something in the rear view mirror. Okay, let's get the notepad. As I grabbed the notepad, I was struck by a sense of confidence I hadn't expected. I felt ready to tackle the mysteries of that looming structure. Alright, whoa. Need to turn down the sensitivity. Yes. No, that's light sensitivity. Where's visual acuity? What does that mean? Very high? What are these? Yes, I would like subtitles. Where's subtitles? Speed of reflexes. Don't understand. Guess let's just leave it at normal. Oh, okay. Interesting. I think that's where it was. What is vertical disorientation? Left-handed? Can I not turn down mouse speed or something? Well, I hope... Yeah, I can't turn it down. Oh, gods. What is going on? Okay. I understand what vertical disorientation is. It inverts mouse controls. I'll just have to turn it down on the mouse, I guess. I right-click? Enter the oh gods. Okay. Hopefully I would find the answers I needed inside the Hanwell Mental Institute. Oh, maybe that one setting was how quickly the text goes by, because you don't get a read at your leisure. I hope in the full game. Oh, there's a person here. 8 p.m. Is she real? Welcome to the Hanwell Mental Institute. What can I do for you? Well, this is strange. I thought the building was abandoned. Well, as you can see, that's no longer the case. My name is Julia, and I'm the receptionist for the Institute. Why are you here, incorporeal being? People. Julia, let's talk about Julia. So, you are the receptionist here? Yes, I just said that. This is my first night. Coincidentally, I do a bit of everything. Right now, the Institute is operating with minimal staff until renovations are complete. Yeah, text is going by too quickly. Enter the Institute. This is an uncomfortable situation. I was hoping to explore the building. Oh, but you thought it was abandoned. Indeed, that's why I suppose nobody would mind.
We certainly do mind. The Institute was never abandoned, just closed to the public until recently. And still, abandoned or not, it's not like just anyone can walk inside. You do realize that, incorporeal?
This caught me completely by surprise. I'm not sure what to say.
Try explaining yourself. Why did you want to see the building, incorporeal?
I still think he's a ghost. Topics. Building not abandoned? The last thing I expected was to find people here tonight. I assumed the Institute had shut down indefinitely.
Not indefinitely. That's true that it ceased to operate for a few years, but we're in the process of reopening. The structure is still usable, and the overcrowding of hospitals in the region has compelled authorities to reconsider this place despite its gruesome and macabre history.
My condition. The situation is hard for me to explain. This isn't my first time here.
Oh, I'm new myself. This is my first night here.
So you used to work for the Institute? No, not really.
Well, I'm not sure I want to help you with, then. Why are you here?
It's a good question why I'm here.
You're not inspiring much confidence. Should I call security that we don't have?
No, please. That won't be necessary, I promise. I'll explain myself. Just give me a moment to have an anxiety attack.
Sorry for being touchy, but I have doubts about a complete stranger visiting a mental hospital at night. It wouldn't be responsible to let you in.
So, let me get this straight. The entire institute is being reopened?
Yes, patients from smaller hospitals in the region are being relocated here, and heavier renovations will start tomorrow.
It's rather empty, though.
Tonight, it's just me, security, Dr. Miller, and a few patients in the building. Still, it's good to see it breathing new life, unlike all the spirits and ghosts that we have around.
There's a reason why I'm acquainted with this place, you know?
Oh, I've been curious since you showed up in the first place. You make all these hints, but you don't say anything.
Alright, here goes. I was once admitted as a patient of this hospital.
Oh, that makes sense.
Don't worry, it was nothing serious, just a short stay.
I'm not crazy. Well, you don't sound like a lunatic to me. I'll give you that. I still don't see why you want to visit this place. This building. Is there anything troubling you? Like, why were you here?
Oh gods, there's more? Let's go down the list. Why aren't these crossed off? You mentioned patients are being relocated.
Correct. There are hardly any people here tonight. However, I have a fleet of workers arriving first thing tomorrow morning. I understand the plan is to have the Institute operating at full capacity in 10 days.
That's ambitious, given the state of the building.
It looks worse than it really is, you know.
So, this isn't a subject I like to talk about. It was a traumatic period in my life, but it hurts to even think about it. I had they call it an acute stress reaction, which led to a more problematic episode. I committed myself voluntarily.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It's understandable you don't want to talk about it, though. Isn't this counterproductive, then, being here again?
On the contrary, you could say I need to make amends, face my past. Oh boy. The text goes by so fast, I'm getting a little lightheaded. So, oh, I can't do anything else. Alright, there's a lot. Oh, okay, there's a lot. Okay, took a 5-minute break. Not so lightheaded now. Let's try this one. Oh wait, I gotta turn down the sensitivity. Patients being relocated. Don't you find it strange that they're reopening the Institute after all this time?
There's nothing odd about it. This authorities deemed the building usable. Other places didn't fare as well and have been, something outdated. I don't know. Don't you find it strange that they're reopening the Institute? Oh, it's the same thing. Why isn't it crossed off?
And the last word is demolished. Okay, let's talk about Dr. Miller. Who's Dr. Miller?
He's the current director of the institute, and he's overseeing the entire reopening process.
I thought Hanwell was the director.
That was a long time ago. How old are you?
Remembering my past. The truth is, I'm having these peculiar nightmares. I believe something happened to me here that won't let me be at peace.
Something? I feel you've been intentionally vague since you entered the door.
Honestly, I remember little from that time in my life, but I was fine for a long time, many years even, until suddenly my dreams pulled me back. I have been thinking about this institute for the past several weeks, and today I realized I needed to come here one more time.
It's a compelling story. I'm intrigued, although it's still not sure what you're trying to accomplish here. How would this help your situation?
What else can we talk about? It's been bothering me for weeks, this feeling that I need to do or understand something, almost as if I forgot to do something here.
We all feel a bit like that sometimes. Did you try going to therapy?
No, it's not like that. I simply don't know that I have been here, just not why. What? Ugh. Excuse me. This subject is giving me a headache. Yeah, me too. So, why do some things require, or have more to it, others don't? And, some cross out. Let's try Dr. Miller again. Where can I find Dr. Miller?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you. He's dead.
The subject is... okay. I don't want to talk about... oh. Yes. About my past.
Yes, I still don't understand what you expect to do here.
If I could just get to feel this place again, I'm sure I could leave my past behind. Recognizing it would help me understand what happened to me.
And then hopefully your nightmares will go away.
That's the plan, at least.
Okay, I trust you.
Okay, can we finish conversing then? So you trust me now?
Yes, your story is strange, but I'm intrigued. I feel your situation, although I'm a bit concerned that you're an ex-patient. Please don't get me wrong.
No offense taken, that's true. Guess I should have claimed that I was a doctor.
I give you points for being honest, though. You seem nice.
That's it? Are we done? Okay. Try this again. I didn't scare you with the story about my nightmares, right?
No, you didn't. The Institute gives me the creeps too, especially now that it's starting to get dark.
So there are no more people here? Patients too?
Yes, although we're operating with a greatly reduced staff, the building is far from ready, as you can see, so mostly low-risk patients have been admitted.
In this state? I don't understand.
It could use some cleaning, I don't deny that. And I'm freezing to death without those radiators working, but you can rest assured it can hold a few patients.
Alright, let's go through the list and see what we need to do to end this conversation. I was under the impression nobody cared about this place anymore, which is why I thought it wouldn't hurt to have a quick look around.
You could have gotten hurt, though. It's not particularly safe. For instance, right now, no one is allowed on the 3rd floor, which is crumbling to splinters.
This is all so strange. I'm still not sure what to believe.
You need to believe the truth. The Institute is reopening and back to work.
Ah, finally that's done with. I promise this will eventually make sense. You've got my full attention. I'm just trying to decide the best way to explain myself. Don't stress yourself out. Okay. But where are all the workers? I don't see any ongoing construction or renovations. It's nighttime. People don't usually work at night except staff in charge of critical tasks. Such as you? A receptionist? Absolutely. The Institute couldn't possibly work without me giving warm welcomes. Something tells me I'm annoying you. Oh, really? It's nice to have some company right now in between the warm welcomes. Don't you find it strange that they're reopening the Institute after all this time? There's nothing odd about this. Authorities deemed the building usable. Other places didn't fare as well and have been demolished. I promise this will... Okay, do we have to exhaust the other topics? Doesn't want to talk about that. Tasks. Alright, so now you know everything. Will you let me in? Well, it's still a highly unusual situation, but I care about your story. It's not like you can cause much trouble, and if you do, Bruno will have a not-so-friendly talk with you. Are you positive this won't be counterproductive to your health? Yes, I feel better than ever. I just need to take a look around and try to remember what it was like to be a patient at this institute. And you will take full responsibility for your safety? I assume all the risks. Let's talk rules then. You must leave before dawn. Workers are arriving early and they will turn the place upside down. And steer clear of the upper floors. The doors are locked anyway. Do we have an agreement? Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Julia. You have no idea what this means to me. Very well. Go ahead. Feel free to take a walk inside. I hope you'll find what you're looking for. Me too. Something tells me this is my last chance before the institute I know ceases to be. It'll be a different place in the morning, that's for sure. Yes, end this conversation. Alright, we can finally look around. I think I've seen, like, videos about this game. Let's stay on this bottom floor. The clock. An old but elegant grandfather clock, which unfortunately was no longer working. Broken, I'd have to find other means to keep track of time. Just about to say, is she there? Ah, yes. The waiting room with the disturbing eyes. Visitors would spend their time in this waiting room until their turn came up. So, does this mean we can go out the window? Oh no, we just go around. I remember in Dracula, you had mechanics like this, moving mechanics like this, and at one point you were getting chased and you had to quickly move about. It was a little odd. Opening of West Infirmary, 1874. Looks pretty normal. Unless... Is he gonna finger anything? Okay. Unless what? We pull the pins out? Like, oh, okay. Reasons for admission. 1864 to 1889. Okay, let me just see. I'm not gonna read them all, but I'm just gonna look through and find any interesting. Kicked in the head by a horse. Imaginary female trouble. Immoral life. Jealousy and religion. Masturbation and syphilis. Masturbation for 30 years. Menstrual deranged. Laziness. You can be admitted for laziness. Novel reading. Nymphomania. Let's see. Overstudy of religion. Overtaxing mental powers. Parents were cousins. Tobacco and masturbation. Fever and loss of lawsuit. Liking missed. What else? Deranged masturbation. Carbonic acid gas. Decoyed into the military? Dropsy. What is dropsy? Excitement as officer? Exposure and quackery. Suppressed masturbation. Suppression of menses? The war. Uterine derangement? Veneral excesses? Abuse of walkthroughs. Gathering in the head? Hard study. Salvation Army. Scarlatina. Seduction and disappointment. Self-abuse. Female disease? We look at the rest of it. This is a crazy list. I think it's a joke. Joke list. Thorazine. Longer life for people past 40. Let's get to the door. Wow, that is louder than everything else. Let's see, there's a Dr. Hawthorne over there. The vast and lonely ocean extended as far as the eye could see. I felt like I was at the end of the world. Let's go to the janitor's closet. It's too dark in here to see well. What's that noise? Oh, the light. Troubling. Move the mouse to examine the item and left click to put it down. Nope. Nothing on the back. Let's see. Of Hawthorne. Cleaned using cloth. Empty trash. Of Ebersbacher. Cleaned using cloth. Empty trash. Archives. Floor swept. Then mopped using water and detergent. Staff room. Cleaned using cloth. Restroom. Floor cleaned using degreasing floor cleaner. Sanitizer applied. Visitors. Sanitizer applied to walls and rinsed if necessary. Floors cleaned using degreaser. Waiting room. Same thing. Foyer. Swept floor, then mopped using water and detergent. we mopped the floor using water and the essence of degenerates. Oh, we can pick up. I got the impression that if it worked, the radio would only play pre-war transmissions. Ooh. Right-click to show an item you are carrying. The garbage bag caught my interest. As it was rather new, it seemed to be filled with papers. The plastic was too thick to tear with my bare hands, because you haven't tried. I was going to need a sharp object to tear the bag. Okay. Okay. Show me an item. Never mind, we don't have an item. Gods. It's like, I don't know, his hand looks weird. It's like the back of his hand is his palm, and his fingers just bend backwards. Like a Rakshasa? Rashkaza? The janitor's closet would be interesting to explore. I wagered the guy had been everywhere in the building and could have picked up a clue. Classical gold. Violin concerto, nocturne suite in E flat. Whatever was inside those boxes was anyone's guess. Several liquids that were of no use to me, some of them dangerous even. I think that's it for the janitor's closet. Just your average boring corkboard. Oh, that's a mop. Or a push broom or something. Just dirty old blanket. No dead body underneath it. I began to remember the layout of the building, and this was the administrative area with offices for a few key staff members. Oh, I forgot to... No. That's where we came from. This door is locked. Anything else we can touch? No. Artwork. I guess we can't do anything with it. Just look at it. Ooh, Eberspacher. Eberspacher. The dimly lit office belonged to Dr. Anne Eberspacher, a stern and cold psychiatrist that I recalled from my stay at the Institute. I was surprised to find the room unlocked. Opportunity! Dr. Eberspacher's taste in art was tacky and Greek. I don't know how that's tacky, though. I figured there'd be interesting information somewhere in this office. It was a good opportunity to look around before someone would lock the room. Lab coats had made me feel uneasy ever since my short stay at the Institute, especially when worn by doctors. Those dastardly doctors in their dastardly lab coats. Yes, let's walk this way. Oh, secrets! What's this file here? I don't know his name. Well, so far nothing. No, already did this one. Ah, it's locked. The drawer was shut tight. I wondered if there would be anything of interest inside. I mean, if it's locked, yes. Is this the same one? Oh, it's open. It's open, but nothing of interest. Nope. No. Ah. Hanwell Mental Institute. 6. Anne Eberspacher, an ideal complement. The recovery rate of the Institute used to be high thanks to advanced treatments and novel techniques of group therapy pioneered by the universally acclaimed psychologist Dr. Anne Eberspacher. Even patients with extreme mental disorders showed positive progress under her attention and went on to enjoy a full life inside the walls of the Institute. What? A full life inside the walls. Many others returned to their families in time, ready to face new challenges and experiences in their improved conditions. Dr. Eberspacher organized and directed group therapies destined to those patients with a slight chance of recovery or showing ability to reason. She even took part in many of those therapies herself, investing an unusual amount of effort into her patients. Colleagues remember her soft, caressing voice that operated like a magical cure, soothing everyone around her. Her dedication was initially seen by the rest of the staff as a sign of passion and altruism, but in time it became apparent that her interest was purely medical. Although Dr. Eberspacher was a moral and honorable person, she could not care less about the patients themselves, focusing rather on the improvement of science. It was by pure chance that her patients improved in return. In later years, Dr. Eberspacher's eyes became cold and calculating. She began to neglect herself, always showing up to work untidy and exhibiting a somber mood. Rumors that she made a startling discovery abound to this day. Oh, well, that's not troubling. Is she gonna be the villain we have to run from? What important things? Evaluation of memory. Ability of the patient to remember past events. Reading skills. Well, we got that. Alright, let's continue on. I think, yeah, we can get over here. Eberspacher's library was respectable and well conserved, all things considered. And clearly she bought her books off that website that sells you leather-bound books for cheap. The desk. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna take me a while to get through. For some reason, talking is, leaving me out of breath. When I first arrived at the Institute, I wasn't sure what to expect. Although it's well located and its installations are modern and effective, the horse and buggy mentality of the staff and approach to forward-looking medicine are appalling. Having been here a few weeks now, I know for certain that I won't get along well with Ellis. I can appreciate Dr. Hanwell's perspective and his need to demonstrate a firm hand in everyday's activities in the Institute. I know too well what it means to deal with the sick, mindless individuals locked here, but Ellis is an altogether different matter. His attitude is borderline brutish and dates back to a bygone era of barbaric practices. I can't understand how this character has attained so much rank and power in the Asylum. Wish I could understand what Hanwell saw in him. In spite of the general adverse environment, I'm anxious to start testing my theories with a number of patients. Fortunately, the staff seem to respect my background and extensive studies. They almost feel intimidated by them. Even Ellis treats me differently, with a kind of silent hesitancy, as if he didn't know what to expect. And I've seen how he treats women in the asylum. Guess there must be some sort of a puzzle to him. So I look forward to keep my notes and observations in this journal. I'll be working with a particularly diverse group, some of its members exhibiting extreme and promising pathologies. Rebecca is by far the most intriguing subject. This woman has been a schizophrenic since a young age, presenting a rambling and erratic personality. No family, no social life to speak of. She used to live in the suburbs of Kingsport, where she'd roam aimlessly in the streets, your typical town. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Your typical town loony. Last year, she was sexually assaulted by 2 thugs, left heavily beaten and bruised in a damp alley. Damp alley, of all things. It's a miracle she's still alive. It's a miracle anyone cared to save her. Unfortunately, she became pregnant after the attack, which sent her psyche into an even darker downward spiral. Her mind is in a nadir now. She thinks she's carrying the spawn of the devil and has repeatedly attempted to hurt herself. A fringe case by any measure, the sort of patient that would have received unabashed shock treatment and other institutions, and the perfect subject to test the newer, less invasive approaches to mind healing. Our first therapy session will begin tomorrow with about half a dozen patients, or so I've been told. I'm going to focus on one particular group for now, and I believe Hanwell himself will be present in the first sessions. Nothing of the sort has been attempted in this place, and I'm excited to give the first steps into a brighter, new age for psychiatry. Not the barbarism of forced chemical sterilization. Okay. The cassette player owned by Dr. Eberspacher meant she may have used it to record her thoughts or sessions. Yeah, look at that hand. Okay, so if we find a tape, we can use it there. Kingsport State University. Clinical psychology. Good to know she has a degree. Okay, let's get out. It's so slow going. This would be the ideal place to start looking into my past and impenetrable secrets of the Hanwell Institute. You can tell the janitor has been on top of things. I thought Julia wouldn't appreciate me roaming inside the offices, so it was best to be cautious. Maybe if we had gone the other way, she would have said something. Archives, meeting room, visiting room, and water closet this way. To the archives! Where I hope I don't have too much reading. The excessive volume of paperwork reflected how busy and eventful the Institute had been back in its heyday. An intoxicating smell of dusty old papers permeated this room. Alright, let's go to the desk. Speaker wiring diagram. Uh-huh, I'm guessing the wiring is the red? And this is a record player. We don't have any records, so... Oh, knife. Oh, we can cut open the bag. Ah, this is the, list of patients. I am not going to read through them all. I don't know if these are, like, potential backers. I mean, Stu, Blood Coffee, Sizer. Dominic, Rock M. We go over to that side. The safe may have stored valuable stuff once, but all that remained was meaningless. Why was it in there? Alright, let's go to the janitor's closet. Fredericks Michaels. There are many diplomas hung on the walls. I guess the staff was rather qualified. I would hope so. I almost got freaked out by that noise. And show me your hand. Right-click to show an item you're carrying. I have a knife. How do I use it? No. Okay. Items. Letter opener. Fairly elegant letter opener, sharp 2. Okay. Yes, cut it. Psych disorders. Psychological disorders? What? Well, that was not helpful. Let's go back to this side of things. I think that was it over here. I think that takes us back to the front. Let's not do that. Another office. This place, I remembered being here. It was supposed to be a staff meeting room, but patients had been questioned here. Okay, anything within our vicinity? A plant. The plant couldn't withstand all those years of neglect. About like this place. The wallpaper was falling apart, showing behind it completely moist plaster. We're actually in the body of a giant mimic. Going to eat us. Being here gave me the creeps. I knew I had been part of a questioning too. The psychotic. Doctor and the soul. And we actually, uh-oh. Chapter 1, Trauma Therapy Overview and Conceptual Foundations, the Presence of Trauma, Interpersonal Developmental Resources. Chapter 2, Collaborative Conceptualization, Sound Reasoning, Establishing a Sense of Safety, Learning to Modulate Disassociation. Chapter 3, Addictions and Compulsions, Adaptive Coping Abilities, Exercising the Destabilizing Past, Enhancing the Life Trajectory. Self and Others, ooh. Chapter 1, Motivation and Emotion. You know, I don't know if there's any point to this. Unless self-psychology disorder? I guess self would make sense, but would it be psychiatric disorders? Can't do anything with it. Abuses and I forget what was it? Uses and abuses of psychology. Psychology of study. Yeah, I really can't do anything. Let's senses and something. Senses and nonsense in psychology, or sense and nonsense in psychology. Horizons of anthropology. Handicapping. Perception. Sexuality and aging. Psychotherapy in our society. Okay, self and others. And psychiatric disorders. 284? You know what? That sounds like it could be a number in that one office. Let's, go back and try it. Is it this office? No, that's the archives. Nope. Too far. So 284. Wow, it's all sinister in this room now. Let's see, no, I want to go the other way. 84. Did it work? It totally did! And here's a tape! Oh my god. I got a cat meowing at me. Alright, let's open this up and, hang on. No. not letting me do it right now. Yes, this was what I was trying to do. Cassette. I wondered what interesting secrets were recorded on this cassette. Well, we are going to find out. There wasn't much I could do with this unless I had a cassette. I have a cassette. Nope, wrong item. Oh, thank you. Earlier this morning, I used foul language while reprimanding a clumsy nurse who forgot to lock the gate to the female wing. Truly offensive, dirty words. I don't recall ever doing that before. I've evidently been under stress lately. My worst fear is becoming another Ellis, so I must remain level-headed and focused. It's this place. There's a generalized feeling of discomfort in the Institute, and those unsettling rumors don't help. But the main reason for my jumpy attitude has to be the baffling regression of my Group E. It's disconcerting, worrying. I'm giving Ellis too many reasons to apply shock treatment to these patients and take us all decades back in time. Ellis Hawthorne, the backwards time traveler. That effing bastard. There you go, I did it again. Of all the regressions, Rebecca is the most puzzling one. She's been having nightmares about her abuses again, months after seemingly forgetting the incident. Her newfound sociability has given way to a violent, mean nature. I fear she will hurt herself. Yesterday, Alice found her dangerously scratching her stomach, so much that she left flesh wounds. Rebecca should be giving birth in July. That's 3 weeks from now. Certainly that could be the cause of her regression. If it wasn't for the rest of the patients in Group E, who are all exhibiting similar violent behaviors, there's something else going on here. I can feel it. I think our character was in Group E. Group E, see? Get it? Group E. Huh. I know, terrible joke. Okay, well, now we know the Hawthorne office next door is that Ellis guy. 9 p.m. Does time pass as you're doing stuff? Every so many steps you take. Julia, it's Bruno. Our adorable high-risk inmate has escaped again. No idea how he does that. Please call someone. I need assistance immediately. I'm outside the cafeteria. Oh, shit. High risk, huh? Good, we go. Julia's gone. Opportunity. An elegant typewriter was sitting on Julia's desk. Alright. Either Julia had a lot of paperwork or she didn't care to organize the pile. Just like the rest of the Institute, the phone was old and dusty. Let's smell her seat. Joking, that's weird. Register of visitors. Yeah, this has definitely got to be some kind of like backer thing. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can really see it. It's really hard for me to see it. Zandaral. Sudan. Okay. Let's see if I can. Sudonicus Malpheus. Malphilicus. Gods, that's a mouthful. Sudonicus Maleficus. Awesome. Yeah. I don't see any other particularly interesting ones. Alright, let's go back. Look at this. Several scribbled notes were scattered on the desk. Is this it? Oh, yes, coat. It was a good idea to keep that coat nearby, considering the biting cold. Really? This is it? Okay, well, let's, hope we don't get chased by anything. I'm not prepared for that. Oh! Ooh, creepy. Broken glasses. I gave it another try, but the alarm wasn't working. Ah. No luck, it wasn't working. The light switch, I'm guessing. Just a few ordinary tables. Uh-oh. Flashback. Please, I'm alright. This is not in my head. People are mean here. I need to leave. So we were here at one point. I knew I had to look further into that character in my memory. What character? Was that the woman who was sitting next to us on the ride here? Alright, let's... we've been in... No, let's take a second look. Just in case there's more. Of course, this is going to be a thing. 1. Beginnings. For decades, the Hanwell Mental Institute housed patients of many ages with diverse degrees of mental illness. Feeble-minded men and women who are not fit for society were admitted with excellent conditions in nursing. With a clean environment, magnificent facilities. It just looked weird for some reason. Magnificent facilities and effective personnel, the Institute strived to attend all their needs. The 4-story building was constructed on top of a cliff amidst a leafy and calm forest with a goal to house over 300 patients and provide an excellent suicide spot. This particular location ensured maximum safety. Access was severely restricted, and any patient attempting to leave would have to descend a rocky and winding path down to the base of a high mountain, thwarting any attempts to escape the facilities. It helped that we kept several packs of hungry dogs on hand. Hang on. Okay, every day patients could spend in the vast courtyard, library, or game room and take part in other leisure activities. The most apt ones were periodically selected to help in daily duties such as laundry, cooking, administrative tasks, and such. Groups were assembled and assigned to a therapist according to the capabilities of their members, engaging then in diverse approaches to therapy, which included standard rehabilitation, hydrotherapy via drowning them, group therapy, and for the more difficult cases, other stricter methods like electric shock therapy. Although, from an article I read, they started doing electric shock therapy because for certain things it's effective? Very odd. Thought it was considered unethical. Please be more mindful of the vinyl records. Their covers are scattered all over this section and they are being ruined. We can't let patients play with them, although I've seen members of the staff being careless as well. It's a shame and a disgrace to the work we all do here to keep this place running smoothly. Alice. Is this a record? It is. Relaxing classical music. I'm gonna guess there's eventually gonna be a thing with that. It was an ordinary ashtray, or so we thought. Does, after all, glitter on the inside. It's a sparkling tree. That's from Black and White. Well, I think that's it for now. You know, the puzzles so far haven't been too obtuse. Easy enough for someone as dense as me to get it. There was nothing I could do with those extinguishers except beat the shit out of someone with it. Oh, it's like mirror. Could we see someone sneaking up on us? The stained window made me feel slightly claustrophobic. Stained to look like the office? The double vaisselle. The sanitary installations were bathed in cold moonlight, and whatever was visible didn't seem particularly inviting. Yeah, really doesn't. Yet another example of the sad state of disrepair. Fortunately, I didn't have any urge, and if I had had any, I would have ignored it. Good luck with that. Clearly, they had to do something about the state of the building if they were hoping to reopen it. So, what does everyone else do? By some divine grace, the lid was closed. Very hygienic. There was nothing I could do or should do with the trash. Alright. Why is there pieces of paper in here? Okay, let's leave this place. No cat. Okay, let's go down this one hallway. A map of the... Oh my god, this place is big. Oh, cafeteria's over there. Maybe we should go upstairs. Uh-oh, something's happening. Or was it loading? Okay. There was no way out. Shame, I could have used some fresh air. Okay. Let's check out upstairs, because we're approaching an hour. Oh my god, look at this. Rippling physique. This is like the porn of those times. It was improper, but a rippling physique of a painting was art. The windows may have looked majestic in another time, but not now. It was dark outside and would stay that way for many hours. Hopefully. So, at this point, I'm just gonna walk around, just get a look of things. It seemed locked from the other side. I'm not gonna try to, read too much now. Even, looking outside felt depressing. Okay, everything's locked up here. Oh, cat, you want to chew on the wires and I'm not letting you. You are an adorable, adorable cat, but you're just wanting to chew on wires. She just wants to chew on the headphones. The Institute's state of disrepair was truly mind-boggling. Let's see if we get to see, what was going on out at the cafeteria. So the cafeteria should be over this way, right? Hold on. Who the hell are you? I'm just, looking around. You what? Does this look like a shopping mall to you? I spoke with Julia and she gave me permission. You don't need to worry about me. This place? It's unbelievable. Am I the only one taking my job seriously? Well, Look, it doesn't matter. I have enough on my plate with this inmate on the loose. Just be on your way. Inmate on the loose? Yeah, I managed to lock him inside the cafeteria. See for yourself. Holy shit. Wow, he's, he's having fun. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be taking him on without a entire squad. I thought everyone was supposed to be low risk here. Can I take the shards? The glass shards. Is there nothing else? Love it. We're staying away from there. That's bloody handprints. Hey, you can't go in there. I say you can't go in there. Don't make me get physical on you. That section is off limits. Alright. I know, I changed the voice from... The voices I use are all whimsy anyway. Let's go to the female infirmary. Yes. That section was off limits because of all the blood. The door seemed to be latched from the other side. Well, there's nothing here. I kept thinking about the architectural style of this building. That's it. Just thinking about it. Another broken light switch. Ah. Anyway, it's intriguing. I like how it looks. I'm curious how the movement mechanic is going to work in the long run. There's probably some more here to figure out. But I think I'm going to call, you know, that's it for this demo. Intriguing, interesting, and I will possibly play it eventually someday. I don't recall when it comes out. So next time we'll do the second demo. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I haven't looked through the list. There are 40 of them after all, and there's probably even more I would want to do anyway. So yeah, until next time.